Angie, I can hear the baby cry from here. Can you not make him quiet already?
I'm sorry, Jenna. He's been very cranky.
Why haven't you figured out how to stop your baby from crying? He cries all day. I should have kicked you out of the annex when Corey left for his assignment in Europe.
I'm really sorry. I'm trying my best.
Ugh, you're so dumb. Also, you haven't been cleaning the house well since you had your baby. Your cooking is also boring now. You shouldn't be slacking off on your chores.
Sorry, but it's very hard taking care of the baby and doing all the chores. Without Corey, I have to take care of the baby on my own, so I don't have enough time.
I wasn't asking how hard your life is, was I?
Can you please help with the chores just for a little while? Please?
Hell no. You and Corey handle everything around the house, while I let you live in the annex. That was the deal. Why do I have to do anything to help you?
I can't do everything on my own, Jenna.
Yeah, right. You're just being lazy because your husband is not around.
That's not true. Don't you get it? I'm raising my first child on my own. I haven't even had the time to rest my body after having him.
Stop making up excuses. I will not allow any laziness in my house. I don't care if you just had your baby or not.
Fine. I will handle the chores. But please don't get angry if the baby cries.
I usually don't mind my family's baby crying, but yours? Ugh. Your baby crying is just annoying.
But my son is also your family?
I can't think of him as one because he is yours. I don't even find him cute.
What?
So don't make him cry. I'm losing my mind listening to him scream all day. Next time I hear him cry inside the house, I am going to ask you to leave the building.
Jenna, I didn't know you don't recognize us as family.
Why would I? You are worthless.
Why did you let us live in the annex in the first place then?
It's simple. Because you work for a big firm.
Huh?
Your pay is quite good, isn't it? Added with Corey's salary, that's a lot of income.
Well, higher than average, I guess.
So I thought my life would become easier if I let you live here. You two would pay for everything and handle all the chores. That's the only reason why I said yes.
I see. If I didn't work for a big firm, you wouldn't have agreed for us to live here. Is that what you're saying?
Duh. But then Corey had to leave to Europe for his long-term assignment. And now I'm stuck with you and the baby. This wasn't part of my plan. I will have you pay every penny for making me go through this stress. Angie, what are you doing now? Are you home?
Yes. I'm done with cleaning soon.
Perfect then. Can you clean the guest room as well? Make sure to open the windows to let fresh air into that room. You will also need to change to fresh bed sheets.
Are you having a guest over?
My daughter is coming.
Emily is. Okay then. I will clean the guest room. How long will she be here?
She's not visiting. She's going to live with me. I only have the guest room available right now, so she will have to stay there for the time being.
Wait, what do you mean she's living with you?
She got a divorce recently, so she is coming back.
A divorce?
Things weren't going well with her ex-husband.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought they got along well.
I guess we only see the surface of a relationship. Apparently they haven't spoken in over a year, and she was being bullied by her mother-in-law.
I see. It must have been hard for her.
I guess so, but it's all good. She should be getting loads of money from the divorce. Rather than continuing with the difficult marriage, she gets money. And freedom at the same time. Isn't that great?
Has she gotten that much money?
Yes, she should have. Her ex-father-in-law runs a company. And they also own a giant estate in California.
Oh, I remember hearing about that.
Their house is like a castle. And Emily's ex also runs several companies, so he is loaded.
Wow.
They didn't sign any prenuptials when they got married, so she should have gotten enough money via divisions. I wouldn't mind getting a divorce at all if I were her.
They are real celebrities. I can't even imagine the kind of money she's gotten.
I bet it's a lot. Like millions.
Millions?
It's not just one company he owns, plus he has properties. Maybe she got enough to get by for generations.
If it were millions, perhaps. But if she has that much, how come she's living with you?
What? What the hell do you want to say?
I just thought it's odd for her to live with you when she has enough money to get by on her own. I mean, if she has that much, she can get a house easily. Why has she decided to come live with you?
Because she is sweet and wants to take care of her elderly mother. She has always been since she was a child.
Just to confirm, she's not living with you temporarily. She's actually going to stay here for good?
Yes. I am happy I am able to live with my daughter again. This life with my annoying daughter-in-law has been so suffocating.
Right.
What? Do you have a problem?
No, I don't. I just find it very sudden.
So? What's the big deal if a daughter decides to live with her mother?
Nothing.
I bet living with her is even better than living with Corey. We share the same values, so we get along.
Yes, I know you two are close.
So much better than spending time with you. Anyway, so that's what's happening. Make sure you are not rude to Emily. She had a rough time with her divorce, so she needs to be treated with care.
Okay.
You might be older than her, but you will not act bossy to her. Do you understand?
Yes.
Perhaps I will ask her to remodel the house when she's back. I'm sure she has enough money to take care of it. Oh, I'm so happy she will be here soon.
I'm happy for you.
She said she will be here by next week, so have the room ready for her and make sure the room is spotless.
Hi, Jenna. Do you know if the lock of the front door is broken? I can't open the door with my keys.
Oh, you're back.
Yes, just now. The clinic was very crowded.
Oh,
So about the keys. Do you know why they won't open?
why? Because you are not welcomed in this house anymore.
Huh?
Emily is coming home tomorrow, so you are no longer needed here.
Hold on a second. What are you talking about?
I'm saying you don't belong here anymore. I gathered your stuff, so take them and go. They are in the shed in the garage.
You can't be serious. I knew you didn't want me here, but you can't just kick me out all of a sudden. Where am I supposed to go?
Well, boo-hoo, I'm sorry. But my daughter is coming back tomorrow. She will need a place to live.
So I prepared the guest room for her.
She can't stay in that tiny room forever. She needs more space if she is staying. You can tell Corey we decided not to live together anymore. As long as I have Emily, I don't need you to.
Fine, I understand.
You do? That's great! I can finally get rid of you and live elegantly with my rich daughter.
Live elegantly? I really don't think that will happen.
Funny. I didn't know you can be so jealous.
No, I'm not. I just believe that things won't go as you wish.
What the hell are you talking about? Ugh, you're so annoying. Always have been and always will be. I am done with you already. Can't you just go?
I will go immediately. But no matter what happens from here on, don't think Corey or I would help you in any way. Not after you've kicked me and my son out like this. We refuse to be involved with you in any kind of way.
Me ask for help? There is no way. And don't you ever come asking for money to me or my daughter.
Of course not. And you probably won't end up with money anyway. As you wish, I'm leaving now. Goodbye, Jenna.
Angie, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh, what is it, Jenna? I thought we agreed not to be involved with each other anymore.
Well, things have changed. I have a favor to ask.
No.
I haven't even asked yet. I'm desperate here.
You said you were done with me. Don't you remember saying that when Emily was moving in with you?
About that, we have an issue.
So you didn't get what you wanted after all. Emily didn't have any money, did she? See, I told you things weren't going to go as you wish.
Did you know?
I've heard rumors.
She got kicked out with nothing. We don't have any money.
So I've heard. That's so unfortunate.
It really is. It's ridiculous. They have so much money and yet don't give her a penny. We have to sue them. This is not fair.
I see. Good luck.
Don't be such a stranger. You have to help. We want to hire a lawyer.
I will pass. I don't want to waste my money.
Waste? We are doing this to gain money.
Even if that was so, there's nothing Corey and I can do to help. Bye.
Oh, wait. Once we win money from them, we will give you your share. So you need to pay for the lawyer.
Hell no. You won't get any money.
Of course we will. Do you know how much they have?
Jenna, let me ask you. Do you even know why Emily got kicked out without a penny?
Not really. I asked her, but she won't tell me.
Because the divorce was her fault.
Her fault?
Emily was the reason for everything. She was abusing her ill mother-in-law.
Huh?
Read again. She was abusing her mother-in-law.
What the hell are you talking about? She was the one being bullied. That's what she told me.
She probably lied to you so you would take her in. Her mother-in-law has Alzheimer's. Emily was beating her and giving her rotten food behind her husband's back, and was using up his money to spoil herself.
That can't be. She would never do anything like that.
It's true. They have proof. Her mother-in-law ended up in the hospital.
What proof?
Her husband became suspicious of why his mother was always bruised, so he set up surveillance cameras in the house. It captured Emily physically abusing her. Her husband kicked her out as soon as he found out.
No, that's why she didn't get anything?
Yep.
But still, there should be divisions.
I'm sure that's usually the case in any divorce, but it looks like Emily had to agree not to get anything.
What? Why?
Because he was going to report her to the police. They agreed that she will not receive anything in exchange of him not reporting her to the police. That was the deal.
Police? He's overreacting, isn't he? I'm sure she was just playing around with her, right?
Playing around? Jenna, I said her mother-in-law was hospitalized and bruised. Emily was violently abusing her. She can easily be charged with assault.
It could have been because the lady was clumsy and just fell.
No, it was Emily. She also had food poisoning. Because Emily was giving her rotten garbage to eat. Don't you see it could have killed an ill and weak person like her?
This is all a lie. I don't believe any of it.
Her husband was outraged, but he was nice enough to settle. On top of not reporting her to the police, he also agreed not to sue her. She only had to agree not to receive any divisions.
Oh God, no. Will she really not get anything then?
Probably not.
What has she done? She has made me look like a fool.
You got excited a bit too quickly there. So now you know why we will not be helping you. Good luck if you still want to pursue them for some cash. But I wouldn't recommend it if you want to keep your daughter out of jail.
She never told me anything. She only said she wanted to be with me after going through her divorce. I had no idea she had done something so stupid. I wouldn't have agreed to live with her if I knew she had no money.
Too bad you can't have that elegant life you hoped for. Well, good luck living with her.
No, I don't want to live with her anymore. I've been paying for everything since she'd been here. If she has nothing, then she is just a burden to me.
Oh? She is just like you, though. You bullied me all along. Made us pay for everything while we were living the annex. I'm sure you two will get along.
When did I ever bully you? Don't be silly.
Excuse me? You began to insult me the moment Corey left for Europe. You said you don't consider me and my newborn son a part of your family and kicked us out ruthlessly. You don't think that is bullying?
Well, that was, I was just playing around with you.
Cut your crap, Jenna. You called me dumb, useless, worthless. The list goes on forever.
I admit I went a little overboard. I'm sorry. I didn't mean any of it.
Thank you for apologizing. I didn't know you could do that.
Okay, so we're good? Will you come back and take care of your elderly mother-in-law? I will ask Emily to leave immediately.
No. Corey and I have made a decision a while ago to cut all ties with you.
Why? I need you to. I won't be mean to you anymore, I promise.
I said no. There is not a chance I will let you use me again. You should let Emily stay so that you have company. You don't have anyone else anyway.
Please, I don't have enough money to get by. There's no way I will survive with her.
I'm sure you will figure something out. I have nothing to do with you. But I am glad you kicked me out, because I finally got rid of you and can live peacefully with my family now. Unfortunately for Jenna, her daughter, Jobless, has been staying like a parasite. The last I've heard, the two live off on Jenna's very little pension money. After the final conversation I had with Jenna, she found out that Emily was also in debt. When Jenna began to receive reminders and notices in the mail, she freaked and reached out to us. By that time, we had already blocked her from contacting us. We recently heard she is still looking for us, asking our relatives about where we might be. Her poor neighbors can hear Jenna and Emily screaming at each other all day, and it's apparently every day. I'm sure Jenna is regretting that she made decisions based on her selfishness to want to live off of other people's money. I was shocked when she actually kicked me and my baby boy out, but I'm glad I was able to get away from her. I plan to live peacefully with my husband and son, without ever seeing her again.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, Noah? Mom just told me that you moved into our house, but is that true?
Yeah, that's true. Why? You don't want me in your house?
No, it's not like that. I was just surprised because it was so sudden. What's the matter?
There's nothing wrong with me moving in, is there? I'm your brother, Lena. I want you to help me move my stuff into the house, but you were out on a business trip. I would have liked a more helpful sister.
Well, it's your fault for not telling me earlier.
It's my own house. I should be able to come back to my home anytime.
I'm not blaming you or anything, don't get me wrong.
What's your problem then?
Jennifer, your wife also moved in with you, right?
Of course. Why wouldn't she?
We're gonna be living together, Noah. Didn't she say anything about it?
No, not at all. She was happy that she no longer has to pay rent.
I hope you guys are at least gonna pay for your own living expenses.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about your food expenses and electricity bills.
Huh? We're a family, but you're asking us to pay for ourselves? I never paid them when I lived with mom and dad before I moved out.
You were a student back then. I pay for my own living expenses too now that I graduated and started working.
It's just the two of us. There wouldn't be much different.
No, this is a big problem. First of all, I don't think you paid back the $50,000 which you borrowed from mom and dad.
I'll pay them back someday.
You say that all the time. You spend all your money on gambling and you never learn from your mistakes. I know you visit us from time to time so that you can borrow money from mom and dad. Whenever you use up all your money, you come back home and steal our savings from the cupboards. You're as awful as a criminal robbing our family.
You call your own brother a robber?
Am I wrong, Noah? You're doing the exact same thing as a robber. You have a wife, can't you be more responsible?
Shut your little mouth. How about you worry about yourself, not me?
Why should I be worried about myself?
You're over 30 without a husband or a boyfriend, and you live with your parents. Are you aware of your own situation? Try comparing yourself with others your age.
So what? Am I causing any trouble to anyone?
Mom's definitely worried about you. We're worried about you ending up alone when they get older.
You're worrying Mom more than me. She's always worried that you might steal their money whenever they leave the house.
I'll never steal again. If I move into your house, I won't have to pay for the rent.
Noah, I've been telling you that accepting you into our house doesn't mean we'll support all your living expenses too.
Lena, why are you so annoying? Oh, I get it now. You're worried that I'll take over the house. Come on, just admit your fears.
Huh?
I'm the son, the first child of Mom and Dad, right? So it's natural for me to inherit this house after their death, which means that you're technically living in my house.
You've been thinking like that all this time?
That's the truth, Lena. Just admit it.
Okay, now I understand how you really feel about the house. You have no idea.
You're the ignorant one. Don't you ever think you're better than me just because you've always been living with Mom and Dad. I'll kick you out of the house very soon. You should be embarrassed for living with your parents at your age.
I don't get why you aren't embarrassed of yourself moving back in with selfish reasons at your age.
I've experienced so many hardships living alone, Lena. You haven't left the house even once. You're an embarrassment, you know that?
Let's end it here. I'm going to tell you one last time that you have to pay for your own living expenses if you're moving into our house. Don't depend on Mom and Dad with everything.
Hey, Lena, your room is the biggest, right?
Yeah, so what?
Your room used to be mine. Now that your brother is home, don't you think you should give me back my room?
You can't just move in and demand me to give back your room.
Jennifer and I share the smallest room in the house. Why do you get to live in the largest room alone? It doesn't make any sense.
You both only use the room to sleep, but I have work to do at home, so I prefer staying in a larger room.
We also want a large room, Lena. Can we exchange rooms? We get your room and you get ours?
Huh?
You understand that we don't have enough rooms, right?
We have enough rooms. Mom and Dad's room, you and Jennifer's room, and my room. I think it's enough.
What are we going to do if our baby is born? Jennifer and I can share the room with the baby when the baby's young, but we'll need another room when the baby gets older.
You're really planning to take over our house.
Of course, it's my house.
To be exact, it's not your house.
For now, it's not, but in the near future, it will. You should start getting ready to leave the house.
Why are you telling me that?
Jennifer's worried if you're going to continue living with us. She feels uncomfortable around you, you know. You should be aware that you're not welcome in this house. I guess you're still single because you're ignorant and lack consideration. What an evil sister I have.
If you don't want to live with me, why did you move into our house in the first place? You knew that I was living with Mom and Dad, right?
We assume that you'll leave once we move in. Aren't you uncomfortable as well?
You assumed that I would leave? How ignorant and inconsiderate. I heard that Jennifer doesn't do anything while Mom does all the housework.
Mom's better at housework than Jennifer, so I don't see any problem.
It's definitely a problem. If you guys are not going to pay for your living expenses, at least do some housework. I'm talking about you too, Noah. Both you and Jennifer should help with housework.
Ugh, Lena, stop being so annoying. How about you? Are you helping Mom with the housework?
I make breakfast for them every morning. I also pay for my living expenses, unlike you.
I bet being single gives you extra time and money. How sad to be single.
Noah, don't you ever think that you can always depend on Mom and Dad?
Don't you ever think you can always live in this house, Lena. I'm not asking you to find a husband. It's not so hard to find a new house, is it? Just leave the house as soon as possible. But I'm warning you beforehand, okay? This is a warning, Lena. I'm not going to accept any complaints from you, all right?
Noah, did you enter my room without telling me? Stop it right now. Get out of my room.
Hey, did Mom tell you about it?
Stop doing whatever you want in our house. You're causing so much trouble.
Then just leave the house. That would solve everything.
How many times do I have to tell you that I won't leave?
Why don't you understand, Lena? You seem like you don't understand your position in this house, so I decided to take action.
Take what action?
I moved your stuff to the garage so you don't have a room anymore. Mom's too nice to tell you this, but you're the one causing them trouble, being single and not leaving the house. Stop depending on Mom and Dad. Just leave already.
Noah, let me tell you, we don't own the house. I think you're misunderstanding.
It's not our house? What do you mean?
We had to sell it to pay back your debts. Dad no longer owns the house. There's nothing you can inherit now, Noah.
You sold the house? Then why are we still living here? Stop making up stories just because you don't want me to inherit the house.
We pay the rent to live here.
Are you serious? What are we gonna do? Who's gonna pay when Dad gets older and is unable to pay?
Oh, about that. There's nothing to worry about. We're gonna pull down our house soon. This is our temporary house until it gets pulled down. There wouldn't be any rent to pay when we no longer have a house.
Pull the house down? Why didn't you tell me earlier about such an important thing?
It's your fault for moving in so suddenly with selfish reasons.
Where's Mom and Dad gonna live after the house is pulled down? They're gonna be moving somewhere else, right?
Yeah, they'll move with me into my new house.
I guess we'll join you guys then.
Huh? Why?
We currently live with Mom and Dad, so it's natural for us to move into their new house.
Did you see what I just texted you? Mom and Dad are moving into my house. It's not Mom and Dad's house. Why would I have to let you and Jennifer live in my house?
That's ridiculous. What are we supposed to do then?
What would I know? You better start looking for a new house to live in. The house is going to be pulled down next month.
We don't have enough time.
We didn't have any time to prepare when you guys moved in so suddenly. When you took away my room, you told me to find a new place to live. I guess it's your turn now. I thought you were the one who said it's not so hard to find a new house. You kicked me out of my room. Why would I accept you to live in my new house? I warned you, Noah. I think you should find a new house to live in with Jennifer.
Lena, why did you leave us?
I said I won't let you both live in my house. There's not enough space for you and Jennifer.
Even so, how can you just move out leaving us homeless? I thought we were a family.
Says you, who never paid back $50,000 to his parents and stole money from the house. Plus, you suddenly moved back into our house because of your selfish reasons, believing that you would soon inherit the house. I'll never forget how you moved all my stuff to the garage and kicked me out of the room.
I thought we owned the house.
That doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. Do you understand how much trouble you caused for our family? What makes you think that you can inherit the house?
I'm the only son in the family, and I thought I would be in charge of looking after our parents when they get older.
I'll take care of them, just like I've been doing till now. You've done nothing for them. What can you do now? They're not looking for a caregiver. They just want their money back more than anything.
Mom and Dad are not replying to my texts and phone calls.
They decided not to take any more contact with you now that they left the old house. Oh, but be sure to pay back the $50,000, okay? We have the IOU.
Hey, Lena, we really need help.
I bet.
We don't have enough money to move into somewhere new. Jennifer fell sick from the shock of you leaving us.
Not my business. It's your fault for depending on us too much. I heard you quit your job when you moved in. Mom had been telling you to find a new job, and you were the one who ignored her.
I couldn't find a good job.
Are you in the position to choose jobs? Just get any job. There's still several weeks until the house is pulled down. You can start by getting a part-time job.
A part-time job won't be enough. We'll only be able to make a few $100s.
You never know until you actually try. You also didn't bring much stuff when you moved in, so I think you can save some moving expenses.
Moving requires money. There's rental fees and much more to worry about.
If you're worried about money, you can always start by renting a short-stay apartment.
Lena, look, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that I tried kicking you out, and I'm sorry for everything that we did.
You think I'll forgive you with a simple apology?
Please, Lena, let us live with you for a few months.
Nope, never. You never kept your promises. I bet you'll stay forever if I let you live in my house.
I promise, Lena, believe me.
If only you had started paying back Mom and Dad. It would have made you sound more promising. Considering all the trouble you've caused to our family, I don't think I can ever believe in you.
Okay, I won't ask you to let us live with you then, but at least tell us where you moved to.
I know what you're trying to do. You're planning to move in with us.
Why would I do that? Come on, Lena. Believe your brother.
Why do I have to tell you so many times? I told you that I can't believe in you anymore.
Why? Can't you be nicer to your dear brother? A little help won't hurt.
You could have been a better brother too, Noah. Remember all the trouble you caused your sister? We had to sell the house because of you, and you always stole money from our house. Do you know how hard Mom had to work to save all that money? She was saving her pay from her part-time job so that she could travel with Dad.
I'm sorry. I regret everything I did to Mom and Dad.
If so, why aren't you paying them back? I never thought of you as my brother. I'll tell you their bank account so that you know where to send them the money. If you regret what you did, start paying them back even if it might take some time.
I can't start paying them back if my basic living needs aren't being fulfilled. I don't even have a house.
Didn't I tell you, Noah? Stop depending too much on Mom and Dad. It's your fault that you lost our trust. There's nowhere you can go home to and no one you can depend on. You're no longer part of our family. You're just a debtor. Apparently, Noah and his wife left the house just before the old house was pulled down. However, he ended up borrowing more money to support his living expenses, so he hasn't even started paying back my parents. My parents have given up on getting back the $50,000 they lent him, and are now trying to use up all their savings so that there would be nothing left for my brother to inherit. I support my parents' decision because I don't want my brother to inherit anything either. My brother texted me the other day saying that he really needs to pay back his debts as soon as possible, so I finally decided to block him from my contacts. I don't want to be involved in any of his business. I no longer know what my brother and his wife are going through, but I've decided not to get in contact with him ever again. He deserves to be chased after his debt collectors. I'm currently enjoying a relaxed life with my parents after moving into our new house. Our new house has great security, so we no longer have to be afraid of robbers like my brother stealing money from us. I initially thought of paying back my parents on behalf of my brother, but my parents never asked for my help. They even offered to rent their own apartment when we decided to pull down our old house. They thought they might be a nuisance if they move into my new house. I can never forgive my brother who betrayed my kind parents, and I love my parents who are always considerate of me from the bottom of my heart. I want to become a daughter they can be proud of so that they can heal from what my brother did to them.
Thank you for watching.